When 42 of our metro areas now rank among the world's 100 largest economies, the problem of our cities aren't just urban problems anymore. They are America's problems and have to be solved with resolve and effort by all of America. When rising foreclosures mean vacant homes, abandoned streets, and rising crime that spills over city limits, that's a suburban problem and an ex-urban problem too. When tens of millions of people in our cities are uninsured and our urban emergency rooms are overflowing, that's a suburban and ex-urban problem too. When urban roads, bridges, transit systems are crumbling, when urban schools aren't giving young people the skills to compete, so companies decide to take their business and their jobs elsewhere, that's also a suburban and urban and ex-urban problem. As President Kennedy once said, we neglect our cities to our peril. For neglecting them, we neglect the nation. So we've got a decision to make. We can continue President Bush's economic policies, the policies that got us here in the first place. That's the course that my opponent would have us follow in this race. He said we made great progress economically under President Bush. His economic advisors said we're going through a mental recession. I disagree. We face serious issues in this election, and we have real differences. I'm not going to spend time assaulting my opponent's character. I'm not going to talk about Paris or Brittany. I will, however, compare our two economic visions for the future. My opponent wants to keep giving tax breaks to companies that ship jobs overseas. I want to end them and start giving incentives to companies that create jobs here in the United States of America. I don't think 463,000 lost jobs this year is economic progress. My opponent wants to give $300 billion worth of tax breaks to big corporations and the wealthiest Americans. Under his plan, more than 100 million middle-class families wouldn't see a penny of direct tax relief. I want to put a tax cut of up to $1,000 into the pockets of 95% of working Americans to offset the struggles that people are having paying gas and food and health care bills. If you're a family making less than $250,000 a year, my plan will not raise your taxes one penny. Not your income tax, not your payroll tax, not your capital gains tax, not any of your taxes. My opponent is opposed to regular increases in the minimum wage. I want to index it so that it rises with rising costs.